Bananas feel safe, soft, familiar, a fruit you've trusted since childhood. But after 60, your gut may be telling a different story. Because how your body handles bananas, especially unripe or overripe ones, isn't as simple as good or bad. Let's gently uncover what bananas do to your gut, sugar, and energy now, and how to eat them with more kindness, not fear. After 60, a few quiet things change. Digestion slows, insulin sensitivity shifts, gut bacteria rebalance, sometimes in ways you don't feel until days later. That means certain fruits, even safe ones, can now cause unexpected bloating, fatigue, or sugar crashes. Bananas are one of those fruits, not because they're bad, but because they're more powerful than we give them credit for. In this video, we'll walk through the surprising effects bananas can have on your gut, energy, and blood sugar, and how a few simple changes can turn them from a burden into a true healing food. 1. Unripe bananas, the gut strain. They sit in your fruit bowl, bright yellow, firm to the touch, with not a spot in sight. To most people, especially those who grew up hearing avoid sugar, unripe bananas feel like the healthier choice. And they are, for some. But after 60, your body doesn't just digest food, it negotiates with it. Unripe bananas are packed with something called resistant starch, a complex carbohydrate that resists digestion in the small intestine. Instead of being absorbed like regular sugar, it passes through and ferments in the colon. In younger, more robust guts, this fermentation can feed good bacteria. But after 60, things change. Digestive enzymes slow down. Gut motility weakens microbiome, diversity often declines, and inflammation in the lining of the intestine is more common than you realize. So instead of feeding your gut, resistant starch may now be overloading it, causing bloating, pressure, gas, even irregular bowel movements, sometimes constipation, sometimes diarrhea, sometimes both, alternating like your system can't decide what it wants. Claire, 71, told me she had no idea the problem was her banana. She ate one every morning, clean, firm, sliced over dry toast. And every morning she felt swollen, like something was stuck. She thought it was just age, but it wasn't. We switched one small thing. She let the banana ripen. She added almond butter. She slowed down her bite. The difference wasn't immediate, but it was real. The bloating faded. The mornings felt easier, and breakfast stopped being a battle between good choices and strange consequences. Here's your gentle shift. Wait until your banana is fully ripe, yellow with speckles of brown. That's when resistant starch has converted into softer, more digestible sugars. Pair it with protein or healthy fat, nut butter, yogurt, chia, seeds. Avoid green bananas unless cooking plantain style, which changes the starch. And most importantly, listen to how you feel 1 to 2 hours later. If there's pressure, sluggishness, or digestive noise, your gut is giving feedback. Because food isn't just nutrition, it's negotiation with the now. And after 60, what your body wants is no longer what's least sugary. It wants what's most kind. Bananas aren't the problem, but the wrong one, at the wrong time, eaten the old way, can feel like trying to chew through something your body never asked for. Let your banana ripen, let your body rest, and let breakfast feel soft again, from the inside out. 2. Overripe bananas, the sugar spike. They're soft, comforting, sweet in that way only nature can get right, like dessert that hugs you back. Overripe bananas feel safe. They melt in your mouth, they seem easier to digest than firm ones. And after 60, soft often feels like the smarter choice. But here's where sweetness gets complicated. As bananas ripen, their resistant starch turns into free sugars, mostly glucose and fructose. That's why ripe bananas taste sweeter. But that sweetness, it comes at a cost, if you're not paying attention. For some people, especially those managing insulin sensitivity or energy slumps, an overripe banana, eaten alone, can cause a sharp blood sugar spike, followed by a crash within 60 to 90 minutes, which can leave you tired, foggy, or strangely hungry again. Think of overripe bananas like kindling. They catch fire fast, burn bright, and leave you with no embers to warm the rest of the day. I once worked with Leo, 68. He had a morning ritual, one banana, plain, eaten while reading the news. But by 10:30 a.m., he always felt off, not quite hungry, not quite alert, just unsteady. We didn't remove the banana, we reshaped the rhythm. He sliced half a banana into oats soaked overnight in Greek yogurt, topped it with walnuts and a sprinkle of cinnamon. And the change was subtle but steady. No more crash, no more fog. And his energy held like a calm wave, not a sugar surge. Here's how to shift gently. Avoid eating ripe bananas alone, especially first thing in the morning. Pair them with fat or fiber to slow absorption. Nut butter, yogurt, oats, seeds. Limit to 1/2 banana per meal. If your blood sugar is sensitive, cinnamon helps. It's been shown to reduce post-meal glucose spikes, and most importantly, notice your energy, not just your taste. If your body feels heavy after something sweet, it's not rejecting food, it's asking for balance. After 60, energy isn't just about calories. It's about how long the fuel lasts, and whether it's keeping the light on, or just burning through your morning. Bananas don't have to leave you flat. They can lift you if you let the sweetness walk with something steady. 3. The right way to eat bananas. After 60. So, should you stop eating bananas? Absolutely not. But after 60, how you eat them matters more than ever. Bananas aren't good or bad. They're responsive. They shift based on ripeness, timing, and what you eat them with. And your body? It's doing the same. You're not broken. You're just more sensitive, more attuned, which means the foods you once ate without thinking now require attention, not avoidance. The good news? When eaten the right way, bananas can ease digestion, gently support blood pressure thanks to potassium, nourish your nervous system with B vitamins, and provide a natural lift in mood thanks to dopamine precursors in the flesh. Think of bananas like a musical note. The note itself doesn't change, but the timing, the rhythm, and what it's played beside changes everything. I worked with Dolores, 73. She stopped eating bananas entirely. Someone online said they were too sugary, but she missed them. The texture, the comfort, the ritual. So we rewrote the ritual. She began adding half a ripe banana into warm oats with chia and a touch of almond butter. Some days she blended it into a smoothie with spinach and flax. The key wasn't cutting it out. It was pairing it with purpose. Within a week, she said something that stuck with me. It doesn't spike me anymore. It settles me. Here's how to eat bananas in sync with your body. Choose bananas that are yellow with brown speckles, ripe but not mushy. Avoid eating them alone, especially on an empty stomach. Pair with oats, yogurt, nut butter, ground flax, or chia. Even a pinch of cinnamon for blood sugar support. If your digestion is slower, chew slowly, let the sweetness unfold, and listen not to the label, but to how you feel 1 to 2 hours later. Because after 60, food is no longer just fuel. It's a conversation between what your body used to be, what it's asking for now, and what still brings you joy. Bananas don't need to be the enemy. They can be a soft daily ally if you let them arrive in rhythm and meet your body where it is, not where it was. Bananas were never the problem. It was the silence between your body and your habits. The way we ate them without listening. Firm when we needed softness, sweet when we needed steadiness, alone when we needed balance. After 60, digestion becomes a conversation. And your gut? It doesn't speak in rules. It speaks in rhythm, in bloating, in calm, in energy that lasts or disappears. Food is no longer about what's allowed. It's about what fits the version of you now, not the one from 10 years ago. And that kind of nourishment starts with trust. The banana hasn't changed, but the way we meet it can heal everything. You don't need to eat like you did at 30, and you don't need to fear fruit. You just need to trust that your body is still worth listening to. Comment banana rhythm if this changed how you see your morning fruit. Maybe it's not about giving it up, but about finally giving it time to ripen. And next time, 3 healthy breakfasts that quietly disrupt digestion after 60 and what to eat instead. Because your gut deserves more than fuel. It deserves peace.